Yes, we are back. Back again in Train Sim World 6. Back again in America. This time I'm going to do some runs on the Morristown route, which last time we did in the ALDP 45 DP, that one. And we ended up in the Arrow 3. This time we're going to do the Arrow 3, doing a run from the one end to the other end. And then probably back from the other end back to the end where we started. That's going to be the plan. If you're watching this on YouTube, hello. You should watch this live. There'll be links in the doobly-doo below where you can do that. Live on Twitch, Tuesday night, 6 p.m. I'm there. You may or may not be. There'll also be a link down there to the place where you can get the things. You know, the thing. And a link down there to the Discord server as well. This is going out on YouTube on a Saturday because, well, that's where it's going out. Good evening then to Connor, who's been here patiently waiting, to Trenty, to Sim, and to Muckbone, who's on holiday again. Many holidays. Would say more holidays than Steve Wright, but
59 moths, that's all I can say.
That is many of the moths. Thank you indeed, Nico. That is indeed 59 of them. One more and it'll be 23. Right, let's get going. So Morristown line, New York and Hoboken to Dover. And we're going to jump straight into the Arrow 3. And we'll do, I think we'll do Gladstone. We'll go into Hoboken because Hoboken's supposed to be really busy. So I think we'll do the 11:39 from Gladstone to Hoboken, and then we'll do a Hoboken to, Gladstone. That's what we do. The date is the date, because that's the date that I'm doing this. 23. That comes after 59, doesn't it? I think 23, 50, 59, 23. Everyone knows that's it. That's what comes next. It's 59, 23. Did you know that? I know you're from up north, but, Blimey. Right, let's wait for this to load. Oh, we're in. We'll start at 23. 12. It's simple. Right. Just have to remap all my controls because I deleted the stuff out of my downloads folder and the software was in there. So that went well. Right, controllers in. Reverser, there isn't a reverser in this because it's that thing. We've got to do the brakes to cut in, otherwise it won't work. We'll open the windows. That's a door. We'll close that. We'll unlock the doors on the right hand side. Otherwise passengers won't be able to get on because the doors will be, on the other side. That's some boots you're wearing. Right, where are we going? I think I've mapped a button for the timetable now. Look, I have. We're going to stop doing that. We're going to Short Hills, Milburn, Maplewood, South Orange, Mountain Track, Highland Avenue. Stop doing that. Orange Track, Brick Church, East Orange, Newark Broad Street, Meadows, and Hoboken. That's many of the stops that we're going to in a train that does look the same at both ends. It's this end, and it's the same the other end. And yes, this controller, there isn't a reverser. You move it one way to go forwards and one way to go backwards. So that's a thing. No North Orange. I know it seems like we're very orange lacking. Right, we wait. Oh, lock doors. That's me. That one. Someone's ringing the bell. Hello, service. Right, 9,978 feet, precisely, to Short Hills. I'm driving an American train. American. Right, is this actually going to work? Right, we're moving. There's forward movement. My knob's shaking. But that's fine. Okay, this seems quite rapid. Rapido, rapido. That one. Okay, let's do this. There we go. That's that out the way. AWS on. No, it's American. We don't turn the AWS on in America. The only place I'm brave enough to turn the AWS on is in the Englandshire. American AWS? No. Not happening, sunshine. Don't blame it on the sunshine. Don't blame it on the moonlight. Don't blame it on the good times. Blame it on the boogie. Sorry, what? What was that? I don't know. Did anybody hear that? No, I don't think so. Alright, Nige. Mike? What? That was beeping at me. My thing is definitely shaking a little bit. Hans! Stop doing that, Hans! Right, it's definitely odd having it in feet, because you don't... 9,000 feet doesn't seem very far until you're going along, and then 9,000 feet seems like a bit of a distance. The AWS is probably worse anyway. It's American. Oh, hang on, we're speeding a little bit. Hans, wipe it off before somebody sees. Right, we had 4,600 feet to go until we arrive at Short Hills, where we're going slightly downhill. It's okay. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. It'll be fine. If you just joined, where have you been? We're going from the place where we started to the Hobokens. In the Hoboken, one of the busiest stations in the North Americas, something like that, isn't it? See, it's a proper train. We're proper.
Station stop is Short Hills. When leaving the train, please watch the gap.
When leaving the train, please watch the gap. Right, braking. Braking is happening. Hang on, we're on time. This can't be right. On time, on digital, on 88 and 91 FM. Doors are open. That's a long way down. Oh, they're coming down the steps now. Your birthday today. Happy many birthday returns of the day of the birth. 5,258 feet. No, so say if you say roughly 5,000 feet is a mile, rounding it down. Are we horny? A little bit horny. I'm not going to set the automatic Blake. I'm not going to set Blake to release. No, I'm not doing it. That'll be offensive. I'm not going to set the automatic brake to release. Please release me, let me go. Because I don't love you anymore. Okay, doors are locking. Alright, 5,300 feet, which is roughly a mile. See? I remember the thing. Bless you. Somebody sat down quite low. Is it me? Okay, no, it might be alright. Right, next stop, Milburn. Well, neither one in... Oh, it was Millhouse, wasn't it? I was finishing my own... Oh, God. Finishing my own thoughts then. Wilbur. No, that was Mr. Ed. Many things go on in my brain. Many, many things. So I don't think this is the... Is it? I'm not sure. It could be.
The next station stop is Milburn. When leaving the train, please watch the gap.
I'll finish that in a minute. Is this the same line as the other ones run on? The other ones run on? The other... Wow. Hello. Is it... That's old, Daniel. Is it? Is it? I don't know if it is anymore. It could be. It might not be, though. That's some boots. What the hell are you wearing? Okay. There's some bright boots. Right, if we look at the Morristown route on the thing, hang on. No one can see that. So Hoboken's the bit. So, okay, so the last bit then is a different bit of line to the first bit. That makes sense. Does that make sense? I think it might have made sense. So the first bit's the same as the rest of the bits. The last bit's different to the rest of the bits because the first bit's the same. But if the first bit was the same as the second bit, then it'd all be the same, but it's not. The second bit's different, so the first bit's not the same as the second bit. If it's all the same as the second bit, then that'd all be classed as the first bit, which means then you wouldn't need the second bit, so you would only need one bit and not both. Got that? Good. Right, Maplewood in 8,000 feet. That's a mile and a half or something. Mile and 3/4, something like that. Let's get going. I've never had maple syrup. This thing's fairly rapid. Rapido, rapido. It is simple, see? It's not difficult, was it? That was, you know, a logical explanation of the difference between the first bit and you know, the bit that isn't the first bit, which would therefore be the second bit. I don't know why people get confused. It's quite a simple thing. Yeah, this power lever's different. You just yank it to the right hard. No. And it goes forward. And yank it to the left hard and it goes backwards. There's no reverser. We should get an announcey person soon. Announcing the announcing. Maybe.
The next station stop is Maplewood. When leaving the train, please watch the gap.
When leaving the train, please watch the gap. The wonderful thing about Tiggers is Tiggers are wonderful things. The tops are made of the rubber, the bottoms are made of the spring. They go bouncy, 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 fun, 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 fun. Yeah, I don't know either. Braking. What's going on? Nothing. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll now be arriving at Maplewood. If you're getting off Maplewood, get off here. If you're not getting off Maplewood, stay on the train, you fools. Doors are opening on the right hand side of the train now, isn't it? Now I've got a timetable on the button. So next is South Orange, then Mountain, then Highland, then Orange, then Brick Church, then East Orange, then Newark Broad Street, and then Meadows, and then Hoboken. Lock doors. It's your fault, Nige. I could sense the force. Right, 6,700 feet, which is some distance. I think trains are meant to go in mountains. You've not seen the Festiniog Railway? That literally goes up one. With the coggy things. Right. We haven't seen another train come the other way yet. So it's quiet. God, it only gives us a minute to get there. That's not much time. Quickly, there's no time. Right, we should be arriving at South Orange. Anybody getting off at South Orange, then get off.
The next station stop is South Orange. When leaving the train, please watch the gap.
That's what I said. Apart from the whole watch the gap thing. I didn't say that. I don't care if you fall out the train. Once you're off the train, you're not my responsibility. If you fall off and land on the platform, you're someone else's responsibility. Once you've left the train, I don't care. There is news as well. Well, I've stopped. There we go. Next Tuesday sees the release of the Birmingham to Crewe route. So I will be able to bring you that. Well, I think we'll certainly be doing it next Tuesday, but I will find out in the next few days if I'll be able to bring it to you early. Which means, unfortunately, it could then mean a Monday night stream. If you're watching this on YouTube, that will then be next week's video. I'm looking forward to that route because Birmingham is going to get busy. So I'm looking forward to seeing a very busy Birmingham New Street. So that could be quite interesting, I think. Right, Mountain is the next. It's actually quite an easy train to drive this. So just release the brakes fully. So yank me little lever down, and then yank me other thing down, and then that's the fully of the throttles thing. Quite a nice little commuter route. As commuter routes do go. Master controller is in safety. Hi, TARDIS.
The next station stop is Mountain Station. When leaving the train, please watch the gap.
That's all the brakes. Exactly, Sim. It was quite a simple process. So yank one thing hard to the right to go, and then the other one yank it all the way to the right to stop. See, it's quite difficult. See, you yank your little one all the way to the right to stop. You yank the big one all the way to the right to go.
Station stop is Mountain Station.
This station stop is Mountain Station. It is. We've still not seen another train come the other way. Wonder how long before we'll see one. We've got to wait here a minute. You know what that means. Good morning, passengers. They're talking. That's weird. Double baldy. Hello. I'm one over there. Hello. And why are you facing the... Okay, that's weird. Good morning. Is it morning? Yes, it is. Danger, Will Robinson. Do not lean on doors. Doors aren't open. How are the people supposed to be getting on the... What? Ah, oh no, because yes, it's the thing, isn't it? On the low platforms, only the doors with the steps open. On the high platforms, these ones open as well. So it's actually quite a clever system. I'm now trapped. Hang on, I've got to get back in. Excuse me, coming through. The driver needs to get back on the train. Why was... What? Okay. Hello. Sorry, sit down. Locked doors, that's me. Not very disabled friendly though. It's fine. Just hoist. Balloons. Float them in. Did I press the button to lock the doors? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The doors on the right-hand side of the train do not appear to be closed. Well, that didn't open. That's closed. That's closed. That didn't open. Well, I don't want to walk off, do I? I want to close the... I close my eyes. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Well, I can't... Yeah, now, okay. Can anybody see the issue here? Anyone? Has anyone noticed the problem? Don't you open that trap door. Hang on, I've got to close the trap door. Okay, close the door. No, I don't want to walk off. I can't. Why won't you let me close my door? Okay, no, it's fine. Right, no, we can try this another way. We can, it's okay. No, I don't want to go out of service. I'm trying to get back on the bloody thing. Right, no, okay, right. Now, close the trap door. See, it won't let me... It won't let me door. Hang on, let's try... Hang on, right, okay, let's try the... hang on. There we go. Okay, passengers, we do apologise for the delay in the service. We might be slightly late now because the driver... the door had an issue. It's okay. It's fine. I'm sure we'll make up the time. It'll be fine. It wasn't my fault. Okay, it might be slightly my fault, but it wasn't my fault. Did I break the train? No. Little bit. Tiny little bit. It wasn't me. You can't prove it. I wasn't anywhere near it. Well, don't blame me. Okay, you can slightly blame me. I was only praising the train and the doors thing. Set the automatic brake to release for applying power. Okay, I might have over-braked, but slightly with the braking of the too much of the braking force. By applying the brakes too early, I over-braked, which meant I over-braked and applied the brakes too early. We do apologise for delaying the service. The driver couldn't get on the train.
This station stop is Highland Avenue.
Okay. Well, they didn't open very long, did they? So yeah, get off quick. Alright, it's fine. Train's fixed itself now, we're okay. Orange is next. I had someone in the community called Orange a few years ago. Little Scottish weirdo. Like to play with his woggle. Alright, 3,000 feet to Orange. The annoying Orange. That was someone's second account that used to be in the server as well. Annoying Orange. Oh god, braking. Whoa, wait, okay, no, it's fine. We're okay. We're okay, we're fine. Honestly, we're fine.
The next station stop is Orange. When leaving the train, please watch the gas.
He was on the farm. There's a train! There's another train! I didn't wave. I was too busy. Braking. Braking. Well, it's braking. With the more of the braking. It's fine, I wasn't worried. Okay, I was a little bit worried. Right, we're only 2 minutes late now. We're quick on and off here, and we should be fine. Just throw people off the train, throw people on the train. Also think we're going to get a bit of rain. It's raining, it's pouring. Right, go. I said go. And go. Yeah, not bad line, this. Very commutery. Tomorrow night, new game. Looking forward to this one. Before Exit Gas Station. I didn't play the first one. I've got it, but it's only 30 minutes, so I'm not going to stream it. I might do it for Yow Chow. That's tomorrow night. Thursday night. Tomorrow's Wednesday, isn't it? Yeah, Thursday night is Chips at Sea, where we're being chips at sea. Friday night is music night. No, it's not.
The next station stop is Brick Church. When leaving the train, please watch the gas.
Friday night is something. I did suggest farming, but we'll see. Saturday night. Saturday. Saturday night. Saturday night. Is the trucking of the Euros and the tunes in the Ford F-Max in Pro Mods. So a lot going on Saturday night. And then Sunday lunchtime back on the farm. So many things coming up this week. And I may be here on Monday next week doing the new the Crewe to Birmingham. Or, because they work like this, Birmingham to Crewe. See, this is weird. Surely the driver wouldn't be sat here while passengers are getting on. I thought that this would be a door, but it's not. Because that's now opened the front of the train. So, it's very odd. Surely this door wouldn't open. Because, you know, security. Right, that one, this one. It's getting a bit misty now. East Orange. Oh, if anyone wants something funny to watch, by the way, I did post it in the Discord earlier on the YouTubes. Craig Ferguson.
Station stop is East Orange. When leaving the train, please watch the gap.
A whole thing about youngsters and the Gen Z generation, which was quite amusing. I watched it whilst having my lunch and I was actually laughing out loud. People were looking at me in the office. It's only about 50 minutes, something like that. If you watch this on YouTube, then Google Craig Ferguson special. Done. Amy Lou, yes, it's definitely. Well, she got up before the flap went down. That's a giraffe, or as some people like to call them incorrectly, a giraffe. It's definitely odd, isn't it? It's good design because the whole flappy thing, but it's imagine quite time consuming, unless that flap is automatic. So does that raise on its own? You raise me up. Right, Newark Broad Street is the next station stop. Hang on, we got a yellow. What? Why have we got yellow? We don't like yellow because sometimes the next one after the yellow one is the red one. Isn't it blue is the colour? Blue is the colour. No, yellow is the colour. Doesn't quite work. I'm yellow, dabba dee dabba doo. No, it doesn't quite work. I'm yellow, yabba dabba yabba doo. Yellow is the colour of custard. You can get other flavoured custards, can't you? I think it's just wrong. There's a little light flashing under the ADU light. I don't like that. I'm a yellow. I'm a minion. Give in! Red means go faster. Well, yeah, sometimes. Braking. Some more braking. It's okay, right, we've braking enough, maybe. Call me mellow, yellow. Yellow! I definitely don't like that flashing light. That's slightly concerning me. Why are you flashing at me? Lights out and away we go. Yeah. And my handle does shake like that. It's a nervous twitch I have. You're still beeping at me. Right, we've got a 30 coming up. I'm just going to keep at this speed. We're late anyway. What does it matter? I'm not with it. I'm with the Woolwich. It's okay, ladies and gentlemen. Your train driver got trapped outside the train a few moments ago. We're fine now. Well, my thing stopped flashing. That's something. I'm not overly concerned by the flashing thing anymore. There is some more. There's a couple more of the yellow things. Smoke me a kipper. I'll be back for breakfast. Woof.
The next station stop is North Broad Street. When leaving the train, please watch the gap.
Please watch the gap. What was that? It was Lord Flashart, wasn't it? Well, that was Rick Mail, wasn't it? They do. Sometimes my thing shakes uncontrollably. Yes, I do use the rail driver and joystick interface to mean I can use my flight throttles to act as brake and throttle. It was Ace Rimmer from Red Dwarf. I'm thinking of Blackadder. Was it Ace Rimmer? Was the Smoke Me a Kipper? Woof was Blackadder. I'm getting the two confused. See, Red Dwarf was great up till like season 8, and then it went, well, poo. I was a member of the Red Dwarf fan club. Had a jacket and everything. Doors are unlocked on the right hand side. Yeah, woof. That was Melchett. Come here, darling. I think that's the funniest series of Blackadder. Was season 4, and I still stand that is one of the best endings to a TV series ever. That turns a comedy show into a holy crap. Right. Okay, we've got a long run now. 3.8 miles to Meadows below. There's a bridge. And you can tell that by the way that it's a bridge. It's quite bridgy. In its bridginess being a bridge. I haven't put the God mode thing in yet. There are a few mods appearing now for Train Sim World 6. I think it's just a case of just transferring some over. But no, I haven't put God mode in yet. What, it's in? No. I left it in from 5, but I think it needs to be tweaked. Whoa, what? Stop beeping at me and make up. Don't. Thank you. Right, power. Right, we have a 75 coming up. This thing's pretty damn rapid. Whoa, that's not the wrong one. This thing's pretty damn rapid. And it don't take much to get your thing. If you go too much one way and you go forward, it's too much the other way and you go backwards. So be careful when you're yanking your thing, because you can go either one way or the other way. No, seriously, I don't know what's wrong with me. Send help immediately. Beep. Too much coffee. There's not much coffee today. I was actually busy. No, that's where you're wrong. You're about 4 years out there. Regular Tuesday, yeah. Busy on Discord? Too many Pringles. I am Pringleless. I watched a good show last night, but I can't talk about it on here because there was nakedness. Anyway, if I remember, I'll post it in the Discord. Why am I braking? Don't brake this early. We're still 7,000 feet away. It's fine. We'll coast our way in. We've got plenty of time. We have all the time in the world. We don't, because they're all going to die. But there is some time between now and the point where you die. It's not all the time, it's some amount of time. Hello, train. So yes, we've started at the other end. We're making our way to Hoboken. Then we're going to turn around and go back again. And then, well, just being realistic and all that. And then we'll see what else we can do. Because we did the AL DP 45, DP 45, DP 45 RPM. We did that last time. So this time we're doing this, and I quite like this as a mode of public transportation. It is quite nice. I'm guessing these things are still in service, or have these been replaced by new things?
The next station stop is, when leaving the train, please watch the gas.
Hang on, the next station stop is when leaving the train. That seems to be an odd name for a station. I think she forgot to use the word meadows. Oh, that's a little one. That's a... wow. That's a very little one. Yeah, but you're wrong. This is Train Sim World 6. I've heard that before. I've said it. Haven't heard it for a while. Right. Doors opened because some of the passengers wanted to get off, or the ones getting off. That's definitely a little platform. Tiny platform. And we're only about a minute or so late now. Doors are locking on the right-hand side of the train, which is the side on the right. Hoboken is next. 3.8 miles. The terminus, termini, terminu. I think these only go between Hoboken and the place where we, the other place. The place. The one, the one where we started, that place. Hi, Logan. Do you run? Run, 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 run. Ladies and gentlemen, this train terminates at Hoboken Terminal. Please take all your belongings with you when departing the train and mind the gap. This is an air attack warning. This is not a drill. If we have too many trains comes the other way. Oh yeah, speeding, speeding, it's fine. It's okay, no one noticed, it's okay. The one thing though, which is a person with a broomstick and a pointy hat. An unusual thing compared to the previous Train Sim World 5. A good American route. And I did say this when we did the first looks at these. That last year we had, obviously, West Coast Mainline South, which was awesome. We had the Frankfurt Fulda, which was, well, quite frankly, boring. And the Antelope Valley, which was, I think, the worst route we've ever had in any of the Train Sim Worlds. Yeah, maybe the one Horseshoe Curve, that's just as bad. Anyway, I think all three routes that are with Train Sim World 6 are actually enjoyable. I will go back and do the other one, the German one, the Leipzig one again. So all three routes are enjoyable, and I'm actually really looking forward to seeing what doing the routes we're going to get. Obviously, next week we've got the Birmingham to Crewe. There's something being announced this Thursday that I can't talk about that's coming out next year that I'll definitely be covering. That's going to be fun. That makes sense. So watch out on Thursday. I haven't done any content for it because I haven't got time. But there's something being announced on Thursday. And there's more stuff coming this year and next year as well. So I think we've got some good times ahead. Right, we are now 8,000 feet from Hoboken, which is an amount of distance. And we are definitely getting a bit tunnely. Tomorrow night, by the way, back with a new game, Before Exit Gas Station, which I think could be something different and a bit of fun. Friday night we'll be here with some... No, that's tomorrow, Wednesday. Thursday night we'll be here with some ships at sea, bobbing about on the water, where you can now pick up passengers. So that could be interesting. Friday night will be something multiplayer, don't know what yet. Saturday night we're here with some ETS2, doing some trucking and playing some tunes that help you breathe more easily. And then Sunday lunchtime back on the farm. And then, yeah, if I could show you the Birmingham to Crewe early, then I'll hopefully bring that to you on Monday night. But I'll confirm that once I know. I think that could be an interesting line, because Birmingham's then going to have announcements. So we're going to get the 170s in Birmingham, the 323s in Birmingham. We're then going to get the one that goes between Birmingham and Crewe, that one. And I think we'll see some other stuff. And there's some Transport for Wales services we'll see. So I think New Street is finally going to get busier, as it should be. And then we're going to have Crewe to Preston coming. We've got Preston to Carlisle. So the only bit we need is Milton Keynes to Birmingham. Hopefully we'll get that this year. That will be rather nice. You've got the home to yourself next week. Or party at Tiger's place then. Or bring the Pringles. Yeah, the China route, the Tadami line, it does look interesting. The last route I did,
Hoboken. When leaving the train, please watch the gap.
there was the Shakira line. I call it Shakira line that we have for Train Sim Classic. I did a couple of years ago. That was good. All right, in we come to Hoboken. Yeah, I like this. I like the train. I like this little bit of the route. So what we'll do now is we'll make the return run from here back to where we came. Then we'll see what else we can do once we've done that. So yeah, if we do get Preston to Carlisle, no, yeah, if we get any more of the West Coast Main Line before Christmas, then I do think that a long Christmas stream could be going from London, obviously, to Milton Keynes, skipping a bit, and then doing as much as we can up the West Coast Main Line in one stream. Oh, it's close enough.
This station stop is Hoboken.
Oh yeah, the station announcements in China are going to be really interesting. It'd be like, yeah, I definitely understood that. Right, done. So only 20 miles, but took us 48 of the Minuten. Right, let's go back to the main menu. I'll have a quick drink while I'm doing that. There we go. Lots of speeding. No. None of the speeding. Didn't happen. It was just my imagination. Oh god, yeah, Antelope Valley. Anyway, Morristown. Right, so Timmy Table. So yes, we've done the Darrow 3. We can do that again in a second. We've done the ALDP 45. There's the 46, which you can do. A local revenue service. You got the Acela, which is from Boston Sprinter. Boston. So that's non-revenue. So that's just stock moves, basically. You've got the AMT 50 thing from Trenton. So again, non-revenue services. So non-passenger services. So that's just stock moves. And you've got the cab car, which is the other end of the other train, doing empty stock moves. And then you've got that one as well, which is a revenue service going from Dover to New York Penn. So the hour and 20 minutes. That's the same as we did in the ALDP 45. So that's the other end of it. So yes, that was an hour and a half from New York Penn to Dover. Good bit of route. Right, so let's go back into the Arrow. This time we'll go from Hoboken back to Gladstone. That's the only place it goes, isn't it? Yeah. We will go from Hoboken to to Summit. Yeah, don't forget we've got a couple of high-speed routes, though. We've got Southeastern High Speed. There's only a little bit of high speed with that. One of the French ones, a little bit of high speed. The German one's a little bit of high speed. So you can do a bit of bullet train route. You just wouldn't do very much of it. Right, this time you're departing Hoboken. This is the bit you need to remember with this. You've got to change your valve, your cut-off valve to cut in. Otherwise, you won't go anywhere. Shove my thing in the hole. There we go. Open the window. Unlock the doors. Okay. Unlock the doors on the other side. That's better. Right, so yeah, so we're going to Meadows, Newark, Broad Street, East Orange, Brick Church, Orange, Highland Avenue, Mountain, South Orange, so lots of oranges, oranges and lemons, Maplewood, Milburn, Short Hills, and Summit. That's where we're going. Yeah, that's a few American routes you've had recently that I've actually liked. I'm not a fan of the freight stuff, but the last few passenger ones, I really like Long Island Railroad. I hope we get more out of New York Penn, because I think that could almost become the Landon. A bit like we're going to end up with every overground route in London. It'd be nice to get a lot of routes out of New York Penn. Can you imagine how busy that will get? That'll be slightly busy. No, there has been. I think everything that's come out of New York Penn I've liked, and I've done multiple bits on. One thing I do want to do, which could be tough now because we've got a few things coming out, is I do want to go back through some of the routes I haven't done in a while. Well, there's the high speed one in Florida, isn't there? That goes between Miami and Orlando. Brightline, something like that would be quite interesting. So something different. Oh, hang on. Have I just opened the doors? Have I had some door issues again? Okay, might have to go and do a thing. Sorry about this, ladies and gentlemen. There's a problem with the train. It's not me. Baldy. It's definitely not me. I'm just... Okay. Do. Nope, we're okay so far. Okay. Oh, sorry. Well, where's the... Okay, all the doors seem to be closed. So what's causing the problem? We're coming towards the back of the train now. That... Okay. I think it's my... I've definitely did because I unlocked the wrong side. So it's definitely a me issue with the locking and unlocking of the doors. But, okay, we'll just see if we can... Well, yeah, it's not letting me... I'm just going to go. We'll just go. We'll worry about it when we get to the next station. It'll be fine. But they're all shut. What's the worst that can happen? A few passengers might fall out. It's their own fault. I shouldn't have got on. Definitely not my fault. Exactly. Now we don't know where to stop. At the first stoppy place. Stevie. It took you 3 attempts for what? Really, Trent? It took you three attempts to spell my name. It's not my name. You did put sex, Stevie. Well, no. Thing is, it was 3 miles, wasn't it? To the hang on, where's our first station? Meadows, 10:45. Okay. So you got a bit of a run to Meadows. That was this easily. Hello, diesel train. Or American pickup. I saw an awesome YouTube video the other day. I don't normally... You see these YouTube videos of people doing up like cars and they just look completely hideous. Someone did up an old Toyota pickup truck and it's American. And at the end of it, I was like, holy crap, I would definitely drive that. It was done up, but stylishly done up. So it was on, you know, it didn't jack suspension up 25 feet. It wasn't on huge wheels. It was on slightly increased wheels. They put a couple of subtle graphics on it. They cleaned up the interior. They put a new bumper on it, new headlights on it. And I was just thinking, yes. All of the, yes. One day I will drive an American pickup truck and probably be really disappointed by it. Right, so we've only got a couple of minutes then, so it must be the next stop because it knows we're going to come out of here slowly. Story of my life. And Ed What's-His-Face got a new song out. I'm sure I heard it on the radio when in the shower this morning. And I was thinking, this isn't a bad song. Is this Ed Gingerface? But then I turned the radio off before the DJ announced who it was. Wasn't the point where I was singing along, but you know. Right, we'll see when we get to the next station then, whether we can actually open the doors. If we can't, it's going to be a very interesting trip. It's also whether it will recognise we're actually at the next station. Isn't now again a American show I watched the last week tonight with John Oliver. He did a bit on there about one of Taylor Swift's new songs, be called Wood, which is about her partner's wood. There we go. Lucky Taylor Swift. I've had the radio on all day today. I haven't really had a chance to listen to much. I've been a busy boy today. It's only a slow. We came into Hoboken quite quickly, and now we're leaving Hoboken quite slowly. So shockingly, we're going to be late, which is no big surprise. Right. Obviously, it isn't going to tell me how far I've got to go before the next station. So I'm just watching on the little line diagram thing as to where the station is. So I don't want to go too fast. Just waiting for a station to appear. I think it's just the other side of this bridge from memory. Because I accelerated out of the station. And then was going too quickly over the bridge. Right, over the bridge you go. Be definitely quite bridge-like in its bridginess with the bridging. But Bridger, the guy in the one with the minis. Italian job, that's the one. The guy in the prison, wasn't he called Bridger? I've driven 30 miles in the Arrow 3 NJT. It's not about the size of the bridge. No coward, yeah. The character he played was called Bridger, wasn't it? You're only supposed to blow the bloody doors off. Right, well, we're late. Because, well, we're going to be late, aren't we? Because of me trying to close the doors. I'm getting slightly nervous that we're going to see a... Hang on, it's a little platform, isn't it? It's the tiny little one.
Station stop is, when leaving the train, please watch the gap.
Where is it? I know you're a little one, but where are you? And will it actually reset the doors thing? You're not little by any stretch of the imagination. It's bizarre. How bizarre? How bizarre. So it's not letting me... Right, okay. What if I... Oh god, now it's going to... What if I do the same this side? There's definitely... Yeah. I don't want to get all the way down the train and just open and close all the bloody doors, because that would just be ridiculous. But it looks like that's what I'm going to have to do, isn't it? I haven't broken this... Well, I might have slightly broken this scenario, but that's not the point. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Oh, shit. Hang on. That door was open. I bet I now can't close this door. That door was definitely open. I'm just going to have to go down the whole train, just open and close every single door. Which should hopefully reset them all. Opposite side to my cab. Yeah. But I think for my own... Oh. God, really finicky. There isn't an I'm stuck, I don't think. I can't... Ooh. See, it won't let... There's no door. I think it's the ones that... This should be a cab. So the only way I can now... get this... Hang on there. God, that's really finicky. Welcome to Steve's Broke the Train. Yeah, it's the ones where the cab is the issue. You got to go. Come on. Oh, balls. Okay. Okay, no, it's fine. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, we're just having some issues with, doors. Oh, I'll close this bloody one again now. Without falling off the train. Hello? Ah! No! No, no, no! Oh, you bastard! Fine! You sodding thing! Don't try and close the door when you're on the, the other side of the door. I don't want to give up control. I'm trying to get... I can't. There. Right. Oh, you really... Oh, come on. Hello? No, 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 no. No, not that. It's just really bloody annoying. I shouldn't have to go and... If I get all the way to the other end and it hasn't fixed itself, I'm going to have to restart the bloody scenario, ain't I? And just make sure I open the correct doors. Thank you. Restarted now. No, this is now a thing for my sanity. This is where I end up going the wrong way down the train, isn't it? I end up turning around and going back the way I've just come. Thing is, it should be more obvious that it's a door that's open. Broke the train. No. Maybe a little bit broken the train. Maybe a little bit. If I came down and there's a door that was open, I'd be going, okay, yeah, that's totally fine. That's me. But it's not. And the fact that... No, 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 no. What? No, it's not my fault that you have to get outside the train to open the bloody door. Right. Door, thank you. Hang on. That's open. You
This station
bastard.
stop is
You. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. You son of a beach. Okay, unlock doors on the right. So it obviously just didn't close one door. It must have been me opening and closing them too rapidly. Right, lock the doors on the right. Right, 3.9 miles to Newark. Yeah, use the word crack there, Sim. It's okay, we're fine. If I would have spotted that when I was back in the other one. People said years ago, when people talk about at what point do they realise that this place is for them. Ex-comrades, one of them said they followed as soon as I ran a red light in Train Sim. That's one of those moments. I think this guy's quite clearly a dimwit. So if you haven't followed already, there's more of that in pretty much every stream that we do. I had one of those, well, I'm 99% sure it's a spam text today. I just got a random text that said hello. So, of course, I did that thing that you do and tried to look up old phone numbers in case it was someone that I've deleted from my phone messaging me. And I'm pretty sure it wasn't the last two people that I deleted from my phone. So then I thought, well, what do you do? Because if it's a spam thing, they want you to engage. They want you to reply, and then they can sort of lure you in, as it were. I thought, what if it's not? But if I was going to text someone out of the blue that I thought had deleted my number, I would send them a text going, hi, it's Stevie. Not sure if you still got my number or not. Do you want to check in, see if you're okay? But it's just said hello. So I deleted it. You stayed because I acknowledged your existence. I try and engage with new people when they follow by generally taking the mickey out of them, yes, but you know, we've had this discussion about my reasonings for doing that. There's a train. We're now running about some minutes late, 6 or 7 minutes late. It's okay. That's why I didn't get a reply. Part of me was thinking, okay, as someone has got my number, give my number to somebody else. Bye. Thanks, Trent. But then again, you would send a text by going, hi, this is... Because when you send someone your number, you'll go... Someone says, oh, send me a text and I've got your number. This is my number. You text and go, Hi, this is me, the dingbat. Actually quite surprised my phone went off. It's like, ooh, someone's text me. Oh. Anyway, Newark Broad Street is next. Got a call from Indeed HR. Yes, I've been spending a lot of time on Indeed recently. New year, new Stevie. Beep. See, this is the bit. I've said this when we did this last time. I want to go to New York, but I don't want to go to New York. That makes sense. Go to New York, walk across the Brooklyn Bridge, and have a wander along the High Line. Get out of New York. That's, I reckon, a couple of hours in New York, and I'm done. I'd like to do, like, get out, maybe into Jersey, or up into New York State.
Stop is Newark Broad Street. When leaving the train, please watch the gap.
When leaving the train, please watch the gap. We're just coasting our way in. We'll get a bit more power. Well, I think now because we're late, the chances of doing anything else after this are becoming slimmer and slimmer. We're only 7-8 minutes with some lateness. Was that a bit of Tony? Everyone was here earlier. Gang's all here.
Attention, Newark Broad Street Station customers. The next train to stop on track 3. Brick Church, Orange, South Orange, Maplewood, Milburn, Short Hills, Summit, Chatham, Madison, Convent, Morristown, Morris Plains, Denville, and Dover. Please stand back from the yellow line. Watch the gap between the train and the platform when boarding.
It wasn't the starting of the train. There was a door open. There was an issue with the buttons on the doors. One side was open, then the other side was open. They didn't all close properly. To do a full search of the train to find the missing door, it's complicated. 2.2 miles now to East Orange. It's okay now. It's fine. I'm dying. Definitely wasn't me. Oh crap, hang on, we're speeding. Don't text and train, people. Right, 2 miles to go to East Orange. Ita. What? Okay. Trent's broken. This is why I don't give people in the community my phone number. But yes, I am enjoying this route. Odd for an American. It's supposed to be Aya. There's a T in there. How? Okay. But yeah, next week, Tuesday, we'll definitely be here with the new route from Birmingham to Crewe. And hopefully, which I'll find out in the next few days, I'll be able to bring it you early. Bring it you early, I was going to English, wouldn't it? Bring it to you early, which does mean a Monday night stream. So then we'll do the Monday night and then the Tuesday night, doing Birmingham to Crewe. You're what? You're rubbing? No, easy. Because what have we got? What have we got at the moment? Preston to Carlisle, haven't we? Yeah, Preston to Carlisle. So we're sort of skipping one then, aren't we? So we could do Euston, we have a problem, to Milton Keynes. Skip Milton Keynes to Birmingham. Do Birmingham to Crewe. Skip Crewe to Preston and do Preston to Carlisle. Eventually we are going to get Crewe to Preston. Hopefully one day I'll fly away. No, one day we'll get Milton Keynes to Birmingham. So yeah, and I definitely think over Christmas we'll have to do a bit of a West Coast main line run.
The next station stop is East Orange. When leaving the train, please watch the gap.
Exactly, please watch the gap. Braking is happening. This time, make sure you open the doors on the correct side. It was confusing back in the Hobie Broken place, because there's a platform on either side. I didn't know which one I was supposed to open the doors off on. Off. Often. We do apologise. Today in the service, the driver couldn't quite get a door closed. That's brakes.
This station stop is East Orange.
It is East Orange. Doors opening on the right. And they have. I don't have ADHD. I'm just odd. Lock doors. Doors are locking on the right hand side, Aunt Sally. Brick Church is next in 2,886 feet, precisely. Not 87 feet. Not 87 feet. Or feet. 87 feet. 87 footed. I'm streaming for 2 days. This is what happens. I spend too much time on my own now.
The next station stop is Brick Church. When leaving the train, please watch the gap.
Please watch the gap. I'll be here next Monday. Mind the gap between the train and the platform. Stop hissing at me. And potentially the Monday after. So hang on a minute. Hang on. So I could. Oh God, hang on. I need to take my shoes and socks. I haven't got any socks on. Hang on. I need to do a count here. I love to count. 1, ha ha ha. 2, ha ha ha. So we're here tonight. Here tomorrow night. That's 2. Thursday night is 3.
This station stop is Brick Church.
Friday night is 4. Saturday night. That's 5 days. Okay. Sunday is 6. Monday is 7. Tuesday is 8. Wednesday is 9. Next Thursday is 10. Next Friday is 11. Oh, I'm not in next Saturday at the moment. Oh, it's a shame. So 11. I'm there for the next 11 days straight through. That's not bad, is it? Well, it depends. I'm going to London. Know me, I'll get there. I'll be bored within 20 minutes and I'll be on the first train back to Swindon. Right. Orange is next in 4,370 feet, which is a distance. Go. Because if I back to stream on the Saturday, that would be 12. I'm here on the Sunday, 13. Here on the Monday, because I got a day off, 14. Tuesday be 15. Wednesday be 16. Thursday be 17. Friday be 18. Saturday be 19. Sunday be 20. That'd be 20 days non-stop. That's too many of the days with the streaming. I've got to finish off watching the show I watched last night with the naked men in, which I can't talk about. Actually, I did post a. No, I did post a trailer in YouTube a few weeks ago.
The next station stop is Orange. When leaving the train, please watch the gap.
The next station stop is Orange. No, this was a Netflix show. We will now be arriving. We'll shortly be arriving. We're arriving at Orange. It's about 20 too many days. Yeah, I'm thinking that. I think in the new year, I think I might just stream like maybe a Friday night, Saturday night. That'll do. Yeah, I think that's fine. It's enough, innit? Well, first time streaming, it was just Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night. It was just 3 nights, I think I did. Well, I think it might just be Friday, Saturday at first. Then it was Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Then it was adding the Sunday, and then it was a Wednesday, and then added the Tuesday. Once a year on Christmas Day. Right, Highland Avenue. We're gonna rock down to Highland Avenue, and then we take it higher. Oh Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes Benz? $3,300 feet to go into Highland Avenue. The show I watched first episode of last night was called
The next
Boots.
station stop is Highland Avenue. When leaving the train, please watch the gap.
I wasn't expecting naked men. It's about a gay kid that joins the Marines, and was actually quite funny and quite like serious, I suppose. But then you see Marines getting out of the shower or in the shower, so it's like, oh, there's naked men. What's wrong with me tonight? I'm in a really good mood. I have been in a really good mood for the last few weeks. I don't know why. Ooh, brakes.
This station stop is Highland Avenue.
Highland Avenue. See, we would say Highland Avenue, not Highland Avenue. They're not giving them very what? They're not letting them with the... Wow. Hang on. Bear with me. They don't give them very long to get off the train. Netflix has confused you. I thought we'd already watched 3 seasons of Diplomat. No, season 3's out this week. Yeah, there's so much stuff coming up I've got to watch. My Australian renovation show finishes next week. So that gives me some time, because that's 4 nights a week I've got committed into that. Diplomat's back. We've got Stranger Things coming up. I'll finish Slow Horses. So much going on. I don't speak to anybody at work. Well, not in a I can be myself kind of way. We're now arriving at Mountain. The hills are alive. Oh, it was hills, wasn't it? That'd be no good. It's Mountain Time, the Joe Bonabona song.
Mountain Station. When leaving the train, please watch the gap.
It's raining. It's pouring. Da, 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 da. I've only got to find the bloody wipers on this thing. Lots of brakes. Over there. Use my face. It's on the outside.
This station stop is Mountain Station.
That's headlights. That's ditch lights. There's got to be a wipery switch. Territory. Windscreen wiper. Windshield wiper because American. There we go. Have I found love again? No. South Orange is next. It's 389.7 feet. What? 389.7 feet. Tony's not good at math. 3,897 feet. Orange. South Orange. 389.7 feet. That was some distance. Go, go, go.
The next station stop is South Orange. When leaving the train, please watch the gap.
No, that Craig Ferguson thing I watched at lunchtime, he mentioned someone called Margaret in there, which instantly made me think of Margaret. $4.99 I pay for those clippers. $4.99. You only wore them once.
Train to Dover.
Don't get me started, which is why I don't drink. We're now arriving at South Orange. Margaret? Margaret! It's breaking and I
This
can't break.
station
Okay.
stop is South Orange.
It's definitely weird that this door opens. Surely, you can't be serious. I am serious, and don't call me Shirley. Because of the safety thing, you wouldn't open this door, would you? That door would be shut. This door would be shut. When the drivery person isn't here, then I would see that, yes, this door would then open. Peter Kay live in Aberdeen. Trent's going to see Russell Howard. I think Russell Howard. Someone. I need to do something. I'm really in the mood currently just to do something. Just go, you know what? I'm going to do a thing. Rick Astley's touring next year. OMD. OMD. Australian Pink Floyd. I'd like to go and see. Joe Bonabona, but he's playing the Royal Albert Hall, and I don't want to go see you there. How about go to the States? Yeah, I do keep looking at it, if I'm honest. It's which is partly why I want to go to London on my own. Which I know it's only London, but I thought if I start going out and doing things on my own, then that'll get me used to doing things on my own. Which means that I can go and do things on my own. Flights to Germany. Who'd do a stupid thing like that?
The next station stop is Maplewood. When leaving the train, please watch the gap.
When leaving the train, please watch the gap. Yeah, Pina's good at hunting, isn't he? I might have to DM him. Go, oi! We want to go to Germany by the aeroplane. Find us the cheap tickets. Right, door is on the left. To the left, to the left. Why is my little knob swinging? Hey, what? My little knob swinging. If I could do that, I wouldn't be here. You priced up to go to New York to see Rush. They got a new drummer now, haven't they? Female drummer from memory. It was supposed to be really good. If I was spending 1,200 quid, I'd want a week. Although when I was pricing up the Amtrak trip, the flights were like 600 quid. Then it was like 900 quid for the 4 days or 3 days on the train. So I think my whole America trip was something about $6,000. Which, you know, when you think about it, it's like, wow, that's one hell of an experience. But then you also think about it and go, holy crap, that's $6,000. Yeah, that's why I'm not interested in staying in New York. That's the thing. I wouldn't be bothered if I didn't go to New York. That's why I don't want to go to LA. Vegas I'd like to go to just for the sake of going to Vegas. I'd like to go to Nashville. Just for the music scene. Just for the country scene. I could just quite happily probably spend a week in Nashville. Just go exploring the city, or, you know, hire a car and go exploring during the day and just find a bar, not to get drunk, but just to find a bar that's playing some music in the evening and just soak up the atmosphere. I think it'd be amazing.
The next station stop is Milburn. When leaving the train, please watch the gap.
Here I'm going, but where would you stay? You don't have to, you don't need to, wow, I'll finish a sentence one day. You just want a bed. So you stay in a budget hotel. Because you're going to go out for breakfast. You're going to eat out. It's all you need is a place to put your head down. Please put my teeth in. We have arrived at Melbourne. Where it's slightly raining. I still have a few stops to go, I think. Short hills as opposed to long hills. 5,680 feet. It's many feet. It is less than that now because the distance is going down as we're getting closer. Don't you bloody start with the texting me. Why have you texted me Ibla? No, Nico. I'm going to block you both. Right, 4,000 feet. Why not? Less people in my phone. I wouldn't have to have a phone then, would I? Job done. Yeah, it's not very busy like.
Station stop is Short Hills.
It is.
When leaving the train, please watch the gap.
Indeed. Yeah, it's not a very busy route this though, is it? Because we passed like one train going the other way. So not really high commuter traffic. But it is still a good route. And one I can recommend. I am looking forward to next week. With the crew to Birmingham. Because it goes through Wolverhampton. Oh, name's Colin. And it goes through the multi-level one that I like in Birmingham. I can't remember what it's called. With like the 3 tracks stacked on top of each other. It goes through that one. And then into New Street.
This station stop is Short Hills.
Their station stop is Short Hills. Yeah, I think once we've done that next week, I think we'll go back. Well, I think what I need to do then is, because we're doing that's West Coast Main Line, Birmingham to Crewe. I think what we need to do then is do Preston to Carlisle. I haven't really looked to see if anyone's if anyone's No, I'll carry on. If anyone's done any mods, maybe giving it a more modern Timmy table. Or whether with you, whether adding this in will add layering into. No, because I'll finish a sentence in a minute. Bear with me. Because the Preston to Carlisle. I really am broken. The Preston to Carlisle is not set in current times, is it? It's set in Blue Era with the stupid step change thing. So what we really need is a modern timetable for Preston to Carlisle. Although the Birmingham to Crewe is set in 2019, which is still modern. 2019 is, fairly modern. Like you're talking before your brain thought the bullet. Welcome to my world. How long have you known me, Trenty? How much time have you spent with me? This is how I is. You might be riding on that line next week. I do want to go down to Paignton. That's what I'd like to do. That was my backup choice for a week on Saturday. It was either going to London or get the train down to Paignton and then do the walk into Goodrington and have a wander up to where I used to stay in Goodrington. So I don't know. I could just spend the weekend and go sod you all, I won't be streaming. Just go away for the weekend, Friday to Monday, done. Right, we'll be arriving at Summit soon. Don't make Summit out of nothing. Where our journey ends. Beep. What I might do then is jump in one of the empty stock moves and see if that goes somewhere else. End up in a different train quickly. Arr. Hey. What? Are you broken, Trent? Arr. Okay. Trent also spends too much time on his own.
The next station stop is Summit. When leaving the train, please watch the gap.
Please watch the gap between the train and your existence. Beep. It's one of those routes, though, isn't it? The route carries on, yet we only go as far as Summit. Or does this train only go as far as Summit? Yes, I'm sure it said it went to Dover. Yeah, because where are we on the map? We are there. Yeah, we're in the middle of the bloody map. Or unless... it's probably because these go off down here. Whereas the line doesn't do that. So yeah, we've come from here, that's somewhere here, to to there. And then the line goes up, well, here. Okay, doors are opening. So yeah, these middle doors open now, look, because the platform's taller. The middle one's open. Right, so we've done the... where do we go? From the place to the other place. Summit to Hoboken. And we did Hoboken to Summit. Now what we'll do is we'll maybe jump in one that we haven't driven. And see how that goes. What can possibly go wrong before we end? Okay, so choose a route. Let's go the Acela. There you go. New York Penn to Sunnyside Yard. Let's do that then before we end, shall we? Let's take the Acela on an empty stock move for 20 minutes. I've actually forgotten what the music was like from Train Sim World 5 now. Got so used to 6. Right, forward. The hell was that? What sort of window is that? You have someone take someone's head off. Blimey. Right, how many knobs have we got? We got throttle, we got cruise control, we got reverse. That was a noise. Automatic brake. Okay. I'm guessing that's a train next to us that's opening and closing its doors. Slightly concerning. I hear something going. Right, there's a red in front of me. So we can't go anywhere until that red clears anyway. Well, and in 20 seconds we're going to be given the go. So unless we're going down a different line when we come out of here, we're going to be stuck behind that anyway while it's poodling along, or we got to wait for it to get past the red before it'll let me go. Right, Sunnyside Yard siding, 3 miles. Hang on, we've got 20 minutes to do 3 miles. Oh God. Okay, that made a noise and accelerated. Right, there is a red just down here. Let's get rid of that crosshair, don't we? Remember when we first did that route into New York Penn and all the trains were backed up? That was immense because there was just this mass of trains going in and out of here. We stood on the track watching them come in and out. I was thinking, wow, if it's this busy. No, it's just because it was broken. Well, it's pointless me going too quickly because there's a red. So I almost want to go slowly to give that train in front a chance to sod off. There we go, we got yellow now. So wait for our speed limit to increase. Yeah, we've already got 3 miles to go. And it's given us 20 minutes to get there. So unless it's going to hold us at a red somewhere. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high. Okay, let's get a move on. Alright, got a green. Then we got a yellow. See, I don't know why we can't have the Eurotunnel, because that would be just like this for 30 minutes. Right, a little bit of braking, on the train, a little bit of doobie doobie doobie. High speed 1. Yeah, well, to Lille, isn't it? Is the first stop after the the tunnel. So yeah, doing St Pancras to Lille would be quite good, because that would be about or just over an hour. I remember last time we came back, we did Brussels to St Pancras in, I think, about an hour and 50 minutes because we left late. So whether they got routed through early or whether it's just a case of we were lucky getting into the tunnel, but I was like, holy crap, that was fast. It is impressive doing the Eurostar, because the minute you leave London, you're doing 186 miles an hour down towards the south coast. Within 30 minutes, you're in the Eurotunnel. An hour, you're out the other side. You're in France within an hour of leaving London. That's pretty good, considering, it's 52 minutes or 53 minutes to get from where I am here to London. So it is impressive. That was with the Karen, yeah. No, that was with our ex-comrade coming back. It was an hour and 50 minutes because we were getting on an Amsterdam train, so the boarding was different. So the train wasn't sat there waiting. We had to go and stand on the platform and wait for the train to come in. Then everyone had to go and find their carriages. Then everyone had to get on the train. So we were late leaving. And then literally got off the train and virtually ran, because I was parked like an hour south of London, and the trains were only, because it was a Sunday night, I think the trains were only every hour. So if we had to try and intercept our train at Clapham, I think it was. And our ex-comrade was basically trying to force me to run. And as I was running up the stairs at Clapham, the train pulled out. It's been a long time since I've been that tired. And then there was moaning and groaning because we missed the train. Oh, if I'd have been on my own, I'd have made that. Right, I don't know why it gave me 20 minutes to get this train down here, because we're 2,000 feet away. Well, yeah, I was a little bit miffed in all fairness, because we then had to get... Did we? I think we then got a train somewhere else that then meant we had to get on a bus. And the bus didn't drop us anywhere near the car. So then it was like a 20-minute walk to the car. So I think it was something like an hour and 3/4 after we got off the Eurostar, I was at my car. And then I had to drive our ex-comrade home. And then I had to drive home. So it's like, bloody hell. Yeah, which then makes me realise that it made me realise that, like, we were looking to do Eurostar to go to Brussels in February, that it's easier just to get the train into London to Paddington, because then if you get an open return, or, if you miss a train, there's one in like 20 minutes. And you just get on the next train at Paddington, it's 50 minutes, and, within an hour of probably leaving Paddington, I can be at home. So, I didn't mind dropping off our ex-comrade, because late at night I wouldn't want him wandering about on his own. That was fine. But then as soon as I dropped him off, it's an hour and 25-minute drive home for me then. Alright, it's taking us through the train wash. So yes, there are advantages to the Eurostar. It's fine on the way out, because we stayed in a hotel overnight last time. So I think we got up at like 4:30 in the morning. I think it was on a bus at like 5 a.m. Don't stop. doing 0.2. Doing 0.5 miles an hour. What? You got to keep your thing clean. Good thing is we haven't got to fill it up. That's a noise. This is why it's going to take 20 minutes, because we're going to be creeping along at not very many of the miles an hour. Well, we get a nice clean thing. Oh, we got red coming up here. And you can tell that by the way. Oh no, it is a red. Hang on, why is that saying? Why isn't the red showing up then? It's saying 400 feet to a yellow, but in between me and the yellow is a red. Okay, so here's a quandary then. Do I stop at the red? Because if I run the red, it's going to go failure. Well, yeah, sometimes. But I don't want to go back and do this again. That's the other thing, isn't it? Hang on, so it's saying, hang on. Well, there wasn't a signal. Right, now it's saying 2,200 feet to the red. Where? Yeah, so the yellow that it was showing wasn't actually there. I've got a slight uphill gradient, so let's see if we can maintain this whopping speed that we're doing. Right, 2% effort. E for effort. Not effort. Effort. Not a foot. Kind of caught with the power cap. I mean, she's too fast. This must be the really frustrating bit of being a train driver. When you've got to poodle along at like 5 miles an hour. It's bad enough in a car when you get like the 5 and 10 miles an hour speed limits, or 20. Welcome to Wales. It's like coming off a motorway and going down to normal road speeds. You just feel like you're stopped. Okay, we're gonna go at 4% effort. Well, the average walking speed is 4 miles an hour. Or when you stop behind a bin lorry, I would get out of my car, grab my Canadian flag from the boot, open the lorry door, and beat the driver senseless with my Canadian flag. And yes, I do have a Canadian flag in the boot of my car on a flagpole. Do Tiger. Well, there's a statement. Hang on, we're now getting further away from where we're stopping. The distance is going up. That's not really a good thing, is it? This is just depressingly slow. I can see clearly now the red has gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Well, the train up there. Yeah, I was thinking, it's only 3,000 feet away. How is this going to take me 20 minutes? Yeah, I can now see why. Surely, it can't be this bend that means that they can do only 5. If I miss the turning. Yeah, I've got to go back round again. Look, kids, Big Ben. I watched a video on that last night. I was watching some really strange stuff on YouTube last night. A video all about the Royal Queen family truckster that was in National Lampoon's Vacation, and how people are spending a lot of money to recreate it. And the recreations are worth more than the actual screen used cars, of which there are only 5. I shouldn't be left alone with YouTube. We watched that film. I think me and our two of the ex-comrades were here, and we watched National Lampoon's Vacation. It made me realise that it isn't as funny now as it was when I first watched it. I think I might watch a couple of Christmas films this year. I watched Nativity last year and Die Hard, which again, someone said it wasn't a Christmas film. I'm glad they left. I'm not, but you know. We have to look for some. It's normally, I don't think we get so much over here, but I think in America, they have a lot. They have the Hallmark channel, don't they? Which just does a lot of like really cheesy budget films. I think almost need to find a really cheesy Christmas film, a bit like that Unstoppable thing I watched. I went into work on Monday. The guy at work that said to me that he watched it, so the reason I watched it. I went into Monday and said, I watched that Unstoppable yesterday. Yeah, brilliant film, wasn't it? Oh, it's amazing. I said, I've never watched such a cheesy action film in all my life. He went, what do you mean? I said, they're saying, oh my God, the train's out of control doing 70 miles an hour. You look outside, it's doing about 20. I said, and the bit with the guy dangling from the helicopter, why didn't they do that in the bloody beginning? I said, the guy gets out of the train to change the points, falls over, at that point, when the train is still accelerating out of the yard, why then didn't someone else jump on the back? No, they just both stood there like complete pillocks and let it go. It's like... So anyway, that sort of thing, but in a Christmas film. I'm still trying to find a game to do on Halloween. I do want to find a game that we can play, ideally multiplayer. What are we talking about? Who knows? Ideally multiplayer to do on the Halloween Friday. So I think that might be one of my quests this weekend. Is to try and find something. Well, no, that track, that corner is there. That's real track. It's just, oh my God, will they slow it down to go around the corner and like 2 wheels coming off the track, off the train? Really? Depends how many are around for Halloween, but this is true. I may have to do a ticky thing to see who's around for Halloween. Halloween! Right, we're finally coming to the end. Into the yard. Slightly speeding. We've got an 8 limit coming up. Could you imagine finishing a shift and they're saying, oh yeah, just take the train into the depot. You don't do scary games. Oh, you will. I don't do scary games. Have you not seen me play Harry Potter? But it's Halloween. Do you want to be part of the team or not? Man up. You'll be home really late from work. Yeah, we'll wait for you. We could do it on a Saturday night then. If you're going to be home late, that's fine. Are we nearly there yet? Very nearly. You'll do the Christmas nativity thing instead. Mm-hmm. Do it Sunday. Well, you can't do Halloween Friday on Sunday. That's pushing it, isn't it? That was the slowest journey I think I've ever done in Train Sim. There we go. Done. Don't forget, check out, I don't know exactly where it's going to be announced, but somewhere on Thursday, there's going to be an announcement for something train related coming next April, which I'm actually looking forward to doing. I can't see any more. I haven't done any content on it because, quite frankly, I haven't. That's going to be announced Thursday. I'm sure we'll talk about it on Friday. And more stuff to come, which I'm really looking forward to. Yes, next Monday maybe, but certainly next Tuesday we'll be doing Birmingham to Crewe, which means then we'll have to come back and do Birmingham Cross City at some point as well, because that will then get busier in New Street. So I'm really liking that. And lots more good routes to come. So there we go. More trains then back next Monday, hopefully. Next stream, though, tomorrow night, something new, which I'm kind of looking forward to. Before Exit Gas Station. That's tomorrow night. Thursday night, some ships at sea bobbing about on boats in multiplayer, hopefully. Friday night, something MP, don't know what yet. Saturday night, we'll certainly be here with some trucking and tunes. In the FMAX, in ETS2, in Pro Mods as well. Sunday lunchtime, back on the farm doing the farming things, and then more things after that. So there we go. Thanks to you lot in chat then for keeping me company through that one. It was enjoyable. It's not a little bit slow at the end. And thanks to Nico for resubscribing earlier. Thank you very, very much indeed. 59 of the months. 23 is next after that, and then 12. See, I remembered. I'm not as stupid as Tiger looks. There we go. I'll be back all by myself tomorrow night to do the the gas station thing. Until then, if you have been, thanks very much for watching. "Don't worry, I'm here," said Pooh with a smile. They both floated down the river together, trying to stay calm as they drifted along.